Hello again everyone, I'm Paul the Nitro Scholars here. Welcome to this edition of the Nitro Corner. It is Saturday and that means it's time for part 2 of our weekend report. We will do the Nitro Top 10 first for this week, and then I'll introduce the 2 classic videos as part of our Easter Weekend Extravaganza. So let's kick it off with the Nitro Top 10 for this week. We start off with number 10, the Monster Abyss is number 10 this week as he defeated Rob Van Dam on Impact thanks to a lead pipe this past Thursday on Impact. Number 9 this week is Christian. He moved down several spots this week as he attacked both Alberto Del Rio and Brodus Clay as they were going after Edge during that retirement party on SmackDown last night. Number 8 is Wade Barrett. He survived another challenge from Kofi Kingston to retain his Intercontinental title despite dissension in the core. So Wade Barrett is number 8 this week. Number 7, John Morrison. Despite being laid out by R-Truth, the bottom line is he is now in the triple threat match against John Cena and The Miz to take place inside of a steel cage at Extreme Rules. Number 6 this week is AJ Styles. He returned not only at Lockdown, but this past Thursday on Impact and almost put out Bully Ray as he was about to jump off the top of the steel cage. Number 5 is Robert Roode this week of Beer Money. Roode made Ric Flair submit to a Fujiwara armbar, and in the process, Ric Flair suffered a torn rotator cuff, but it helped Fortune pick up the win over Immortal at Lockdown this past Sunday. Number 4, Mickie James. Mickie James became the brand new TNA Knockouts Division Champion by beating Madison Rayne in 1 minute. That's why she deserves a number 4 ranking this week. Number 3 is Kane. Kane is now one half of the brand new WWE Tag Team Champions. He won that in London, England. Number 2 is his tag team partner, The Big Show, the other half of the brand new WWE Tag Team Champions, as he scored the pinfall on Heath Slater to win the tag team belts in London, England on SmackDown last night. And now we have a brand new number 1 in the Nitro Top 10 as John Cena was completely knocked out of the top 10 this week. The new number 1 is the TNA World Heavyweight Champion, Sting. He survived getting clubbed in the knee with a pipe by Gunner of Immortal and ended up successfully defending the TNA World Heavyweight title despite being laid out by Mr. Anderson. It was a very interesting top 10 this week. Mr. Anderson and John Cena both knocked out of the top 10 this week. Will they get back on? We'll find out next Saturday. And that is your Nitro Top 10. Now for the classic matches this week. Under the favorite section as our Easter Weekend Extravaganza continues. We're going to focus on a theme today. It is called a concession stand brawl. There were only 2 of them in the history of professional wrestling, and it all happened in Tupelo, Mississippi as part of the Memphis promotion. The first one, of course, the infamous, the first ever concession stand brawl, June 15, 1979, as the Blonde Bombers, Wayne Ferris, a.k.a. later on would be known as the Honky Tonk Man, and Larry Latham, a.k.a. Moondog Spot, take on Jerry the King Lawler and Superstar Bill Dundee for the Southern Tag Team titles. And believe me, this concession stand brawl was brutal. And then the second ever concession stand brawl happened on April 11th, 1980, as the Blonde Bombers, Wayne Ferris and Larry Latham, take on the Gibson brothers, Rick and Robert Gibson. Rick didn't quite make it into the world of professional wrestling, would retire about, I think 2 years later. Robert Gibson would go on to team up with Rick Morton to form a team, you know it, as the Rock and Roll Express. Both of these videos come from the Channel Extreme channel. I'd like to thank them for the footage, and that is it for this edition of the Weekend Report, Part 2. Tomorrow, Part 3 of the Weekend Report, a special Part 3 edition, the draft. I will break down the draft for you and show you that my top 5 picks for both Raw and SmackDown, who they should get, and my key points to them winning the draft. And also don't forget 5 classic videos beginning tomorrow morning on Easter morning. Until then, I'm Paul the Nitro Scover saying, so long everybody.